In this video, I'm going to improve the DoorDash Dasher app for you and myself, Dashers here, to make things easier, reduce the headaches and the problems. Obviously, our goal is to make more money, but it's not just me. I also asked you, fellow Dashers, what can DoorDash do to improve this app for you? You're going to want to see this. Now, yes, there's a list of 30 here, so I'm not going to take a ton of time on each individual one. We can continue the conversations down below in the comments. But number one here, estimated wait time. So you know how you're in a spot, maybe a DoorDash Dasher hotspot. There's that little clock on the left side that will tell you an approximation of how long you need to wait to get a request. Maybe some kind of indicator that would say, hey, move 1 to 3, maximum of 5 minutes over this way to get more potential offers, even within one hotspot. Number two, you know how we have earn per offer and earn by time, but what happens if one of those is really popular and there's enough Dashers? Let's say typically what I see here in Pittsburgh, enough Dashers on earn by time. It gets locked out like this. It would be nice to see an estimated time until it unlocks. I think that'd be super helpful. Okay, earn by time is estimated to unlock in 4 or 5 minutes. And number three, similar to that, if you're in a busy marketplace, let me know if your marketplace has this. Dash Now is unavailable. So it's not busy enough or they have enough Dashers online. You can't click Dash Now. Now here's the improvement. When I'm outside of the Dasher app, now I'd have to have it running in the background, like minimize. But in the background, give me drop-down phone notifications when my zone where I want to dash in, or even I could trigger other zones when Dash Now becomes available. So I can click on it and go online. Give me a drop-down notification. Number four, I've been saying this for years, and this is why you might want to consider subscribing. I've been doing this stuff for years. All I do is help you make money in different side hustles. Check out yourdrivermight.com for courses and resources to help you in most any side hustle. But imagine you've done, I don't know, how many have you done? 100 deliveries. 1,000, 5, 10, 15, 20,000 plus deliveries. Don't you feel like you should get a reward for hitting a certain tier and doing all that work? I think so. And I think, yeah, it should be a monetary award because it takes time, your time and effort on their platform to do 1,000. I don't know how much it would be. What do you think? And then 5,000, 10, 15, 20, 25,000 plus deliveries. And that's not necessarily a new idea. Other companies like Uber and Lyft have done something like that before. But it's only been a one-off thing, so make it for every Dasher that hits the certain milestone. Obviously, I'd want it to be like monetary, but I guess for the lowest tiers, you could do free, priority access to high-paying offers for a month or whatever it is, free Dasher gear at the lower levels, and then it should always be monetary at the higher levels. Number five is something that I firmly believe that they should add, and I'm not a big fan of shop and deliver. Maybe you are, let me know. But on Dasher preferences, I feel like there should be an item counts filter. So maybe I take more if I knew only send me offers that are 7 items or less in the shop, 6 items or less in a shop. We can go more granular that says, don't send me any offers at a Target or this and that. I don't think they would do that, but at least an item count filter would be nice. Number 6, I have this, I don't know, maybe the laws in Pennsylvania or something, but I can't deliver alcohol. Now, typically, you need to go through a course, you need to just qualify, which I'm willing to do. But my improvement is better clarification of how to qualify. I don't see anything in my app. When I click on it, there should be a thing there that says qualify or learn more emails for drivers. I mean, I understand if they don't need drivers per se, but at least send me some info on how to qualify. Oh, by the way, I just thought of this. If it is full qualification, just make a wait list. Number 7 is a huge one. I don't know why they don't do this. This makes complete sense. So peak pay on earn per offer, the per delivery bonus, where do you see it? It's either on your home screen, if it's currently active. Oh, there it is. I see it on the sub marketplace. I see it below. It says 1, 2, 3 live promos, but I also see it on the promos tab. Here's the thing. There's now hourly peak pay on Earn by Time. Earn an extra $2 per active hour. It's not in the promo tab. Just put it in the promo tab so I can see and plan my shift, especially if I prefer Earn by Time. Number 8 kind of stands to reason, and it goes along with like the most common requests, like, dude, just pay us more, basically. So I'm thinking increase the base pay from the minimum of $2. And it's up to you at that point. I'd like to see a minimum of $3. And I know what you're thinking, like $1 increase in base pay, but you got to remember they're doing millions and millions of deliveries. So for them, $1 increase financially probably would be a big deal, but at least give us $1 if you can't obviously increase it to like $6 base pay. $1? Can we get $3 minimum base pay? Number 9 on your screen when we're talking about the requests. So it'll say like deliver by 9:15 a.m. and it's 8:50 currently on your phone. You can see the time there. I'd like to see just a time estimate ETA. So put deliver by 9:15 a.m. estimate for, what is it, like 20 some minutes or whatever it is. I think that would just help me just kind of mentally and visually see, okay, quota to take 20 some minutes. One less thing I'd have to calculate on the offer screen because I'm trying to consider everything else, obviously. Number 10, man, I feel very strongly about number 10. Guys, can we stop? I get it. It's to protect your account. And I feel like maybe they've been tapering this down just a little bit, that they were really hammering this hard and it's gotten a little bit better. But don't send so many receipt confirmation pictures. I get the order and I'm getting in my car. I put it in the hot and cold bag. I'm walking my car. I'm going to put it in the floor of the passenger seats, hit my navigation. Then it says stop and take a picture of the receipt to confirm the order. I get it. It's an audit thing, but we've been seeing more and more audit things that take just a little bit of time and it adds up here and there on your shift. Maybe meet us halfway on that. But number 11, one thing I don't want to meet halfway on, one thing I want to just get rid of is what I call the Dasher item audit. So it's a new-ish feature where you have a, like typically a sealed bag from the restaurant and the food's in there, order for so-and-so. But then it asks you, the Dasher, go to customer staff, ask them to open a sealed bag of the customer's order and individually verify each item. So you're the Dasher. You're auditing a restaurant in essence here. They're not going to like it. Dashers who have had this, and I had one of these, that their testimonials said, yeah, staff don't like this. You're auditing their job as a restaurant. Get rid of the Dasher item audit thing. I would like to expand the newer version of Dasher rewards called the Overall Dasher Rating Pilot Program to just more marketplaces in Q1. And I think they're going to do that anyway, because I feel like Dashers that I've talked to, in the comments section of our videos, definitely subscribe here. I feel like it's been received positively, not having to do 100 deliveries in 30 days for platinum, not having to maintain a certain acceptance rate. Even if you liked V1 of Dasher rewards though, I feel like every Dasher basically would like this one. I would like a $10 tip baiting protection like Instacart has. And I feel like every single gig app should have this. So any app that allows a customer to change, obviously reduce their customer tip after the delivery, the company should pay if they zero out that tip for something that is not the fault of the courier. And it's a little harder to do that on DoorDash. I feel like maybe some marketplaces have an easy post tip change, but they can still contact support as well if they want to change the tip. Number 14, I don't know. We might be split on this, so you'll have to let me know. I would like DoorDash to lean in and expand DashMart. It's the in-house little convenience store. Anecdotal, I'm just one driver. This is the premise of the channel here. But I've had pretty much the shortest wait times out of pretty much everybody, retail and restaurants, at DashMarts. It kind of makes sense. It's their platform. They know everything with the logistics because the offer is being sent to them. Again, completely anecdotal because I just pick up from one DashMart, but that DashMart is very cleanly run and it's packaged well enough. I wish the things had handles on the bag, so do that. But the ETAs have been really fast as far as any wait time. Number 15, a new bonus pay offering called a distance pay. Guys, just make it super simple. Say I get an extra 23 cents, 32 cents, whatever it is, per mile instead of stuff like this, like whatever it is, $2 some for every 5 miles or what, 10 miles, whatever it says, up to $10. It's distance pay. It equates to extra pay per, you can say active mile, business mile, whatever. Just say that, it's clearer. Number 16, something that I felt recently when I'm rarely pulled out of my scheduled zone. So you know how you can dash along the way? So I'm out of the zone and I'm going to dash, navigate back in to the zone I want to be in. I like it if you can have like a specific waypoint, like a navigation pin in that original zone, because otherwise it'll just kind of navigate you into the middle of the zone, which is fine. I mean, I guess I could do it just on my own GPS, like Google Maps, which is what I do. But keep it integrated, just add a waypoint. Number 17 is a tough one because I like it and I don't like it. I would like DoorDash to maybe not eliminate, but reduce giving the priority perks and benefits to the way I read it, every single new Dasher. So a new Dasher profile is going to look something like this. And for your first 50 deliveries, you get perks like basically what you get on Dasher Rewards. Priority access to higher paying offers. Instead, do that for some. And again, I don't know if it's all technically, obviously I'm not on the inside. I don't see that internal data, but bring back these sign-on bonuses, bring back maybe not even that, but an earnings guarantee. So for your first 50 deliveries, you're guaranteed to make X, and Uber Eats still does that. Okay, at this point, if you've gotten this far in the video, can you please drop a like on this video? Appreciate you being here and watching. But I told you, this isn't just me, right? The premise of the channel is we're a team. I'm one driver, worker, and one marketplace. So I asked you, what can DoorDash do short of, like we all know, like, hey, pay more, increase base pay more bonus pay. What else can they do, big and small, across the board to help you as a Dasher? Let's see what you said. Tiered base pay. This is number 18. Platinum should earn a minimum of $20 an hour. Is that dash time or active time? No questions asked. $20 to $30 is ideal. I'd agree with that. The highest of the highest paying offers. Well, you do get the highest priority to high paying offers, but focusing on the tier base pay. I like that idea. So my one suggestion was to just increase base pay across the board. So this would actually be even better for DoorDash, saving more money. It's less Dashers that would qualify. That's a great idea. If you're silver, gold, and platinum, make it $225, $250, $3 minimum base pay. Again, if we're going to assume $1 base pay is feasible, obviously, always the more the better. How about this one, number 19? Put in filters for how low of an offer you're willing to take and for how low miles per dollar you're willing to take. So in essence, setting customized filters of the payout per mile and basically the overall payout, etc. You might be surprised here that one app actually already does this. It's Courial. On Courial, I'm activated, but I don't think we're quite activated with Courial here in Pittsburgh, but I can set exactly that. The minimum pay per hour or per offer, I think it is, and then the delivery radius or miles that I can do. And I feel like you can help me out down below in the comments. I feel like the now closed Sidecar rideshare app did that as well. Number 20, I'm going to include this as well. Also, make the button to pause or end a dash bigger and easier to hit while driving. See, I like things like that because it sounds pretty simple, because these apps have moved, for instance, the decline button to make it easier, moving it up to a bigger button that says decline, or maybe it says like a little X there. And this is something that I've been telling Grubhub to do for years, basically. And now that I think about it, I think they finally revised that. Number 21 from you, get a better GPS system. If I go to the front of a building / correct apartment building versus the back entrance or leasing office where DoorDash directions sent me, don't ask, am I sure I'm at the correct location? I've had that with just like standalone houses. Is it a cellular data thing or is it a GPS thing? 22 from you, how about applying a "are you sure you want to end your dash" button? Several times I have paused my dash and accidentally hit end dash. They need a confirmation. They have one to end your delivery. Why not the dash? I'm trying to think, does Uber Eats do that? Well, Uber Eats, you have to click on the little filter menu button and then it says go offline. And then you're offline, but it is a 2-click process. But even on DoorDash, it's a multi-click process. I got to go back to, what is it? Not the home screen, but like the menu again, and then click on end dash. Okay, well, if you didn't know, you're rated on a 5-star scale from actually the merchant as well, by the way. Well, they give you a thumbs up or thumbs down, but from the customer. Quote, by far the easiest thing, change how ratings work. How can someone rate me less than 5 stars and I'm penalized? How can that rating stay on until more ratings come through when people only rate Dashers based on a bad experience? That makes sense if you think about it, because not everyone's rating. Typically they might, or at least have a higher chance to rate if they do have a bad experience. And yes, that Dasher rating doesn't change until more ratings come through. 24, when dashing at a place with bad reception, not penalizing when an offer expires. That's a little bit different than the GPS thing. I've had this too. If you're in a bad signal area, I'm here in Pittsburgh. I mean, you drive outside of Pittsburgh, we're getting a little rural Pennsylvania here, certainly areas with bad reception. An offer will pop up for like 3 seconds because you're like looking at your home screen. It'll pop out 3, 2, and you're like, what's going on? And it's gone. And it did that because it couldn't connect or something, but it will reflect in your acceptance rate. And that does matter if you're going for, let's say, Dasher rewards. 25, just realized this is kind of related to one that we just talked about, talking about the improved alcohol delivery qualification process. But I will add, though, maybe some more info on what is available in your marketplace. Because here in Pennsylvania, I thought we could do wine and malt beverages and other things, but not liquor. What about live monetary challenges? Almost like a gamified thing. Something like in the next hour, complete whatever it is, 2 deliveries, earn extra. And I get it because that's kind of exactly like dynamic peak pay, where it can just pop up. There's no official start and end time, but something more than that, something that actually is animated, that pops up on the screen, obviously not when you're driving here, that's related to some kind of challenge to make you more money. Speaking of things, 27, that would make you more money, I'd like them to expand and experiment more with Dasher tasks or non-delivery assignments. It's not shop and deliver. It's not retail or grocery or alcohol or convenience. And it's not package returns, which is all great, but it's more like the $1 extra for menu photos. So that's an add-on to a delivery kind of task. Or it was the verifying store hours. I think you got an extra $1 or something. Oh yeah, it was a shelf photos, wasn't it? So you go in there, and you just have to take a photo of a shelf for inventory. I don't hate it. It's kind of like a secret shopper thing, but I don't know how I feel about shelf photos. We have just 3 more here. Let me know which one of these so far you think are great ideas. What did I miss? Share your comments down below and do drop a like on this video. Let's go back to you here. They need to have some of their programmers and or top level people go out and actually dash 40 hours a week for 4 weeks. Here's the thing. Some companies, if you didn't know, have had their staff or specifically their executives do this. I know years ago, Uber and Lyft have done this. I'm not sure about DoorDash, but even now, I know that some Uber staff or executives, I'm trying to remember, have still done this. 29, going back to my recommendations here, you should always, and I've seen a few of these recently, pay a Dasher if the restaurant says another Dasher already picked it up. You've driven there, you've taken your time, you've accepted it over other apps, so you've chosen to work on the Dasher platform. you gotta pay a Dasher. And I had this at a McDonald's and a Jimmy John's. Well, Jimmy John's was on another platform, but I got nothing. You gotta give at least half pay. And if you arrive and the restaurant is closed, completely closed, you should definitely get at least half pay, because that's what they used to do. And number 30, very simple. I think they should just continue with fast innovations, different earnings options, earn by time, earn per offer. We saw the retail. We see things like package returns. We see things like, what was it, business kind of pickups. So they're doing a good job there. I like the agility of DoorDash more so than any other competitor, and even, I'll say, any other gig app right now in the side hustle economy. But it's not perfect, because I have a list here of 30 things that could improve the Dasher process, save you headaches, problems, make you more money. What did I miss again? Which one of these you like the most? Let me know.